Hey everyone, it's Molly the Kush RN, your cannabis community correspondent and host of Conversations with Kush podcast. It is day one of CannaCon 2026, and we are in the Women's Lounge. I'm sitting down with Mr. Bryant Slack from Lavish Papers. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, so this is round 2 for us. We had a little sbagliato on our first interview, which was amazing, by the way. Like, we just vibed. I thought that was such a great interview, and I was so sad.
It was a warm-up.
It was a warm-up. So tell me a little bit about you. What are you doing in this space?
So I run Lavish Papers. We do a lot of different things, not just products, but we like to try to host little pop-ups, kind of do some community initiatives, and kind of try to represent different subcultures within that. There's music, hip-hop, art, specifically like street art, graffiti. Just kind of goes with the brand a little bit.
Yeah, so that's one of the things I really love about you and about Lavish is that you really uphold the culture of cannabis, and I think that is sometimes often missed. Like, we're, sitting at this B2B conference and, we see all this corporate cannabis, but then we know that we can fall upon guys like you that are hosting events and, legacy, bringing the big festivals. And so I love that you're always honoring the OG legacy market and trying to remind people, like, cannabis was here before banks and lawyers and dispos. So,
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I love that. Is that your favorite part of working in cannabis, or like?
I would just say, like, working with cannabis is just meeting new faces and being able to see how our friendships or relationships can be utilized and complement each other. Like, there's a wide variety of different types of people, and I like to try to bring a common ground. And it's one of those things that I strive to promote.
And cannabis is such a connector of people, like you're passing a joint, or you're heating up someone's dab rig for them, or something like that. So I really love that part. You have done incredible things. So first of all, you're from St. Paul.
Yep, St. Paul.
Hey, me too. And you just have made waves ever since you kind of came out of high school. You went to college for journalism. Talk a little bit about how you kind of cut your teeth and why that works so smoothly to fit into where you are now.
Yeah, so I'd say my bread and butter is going to be photography. When you strip everything down to all of this, it comes down to photos and how I can use that to promote and market. And I started off photography, doing specifically music photography and stage. And so I got to meet a lot of well-known artists as well as local artists, and just building relationships with everybody. And cannabis goes hand in hand with music. And photography is what you make it. And so that's how I kind of try to apply all my skill sets to weed. Like, long story short, it's I think it's really cool that I'm able to practice the things I learned and really apply it and see how it's lucrative, and see how this photo equals X amount of exposure or some type of way of gauging how much money it's bringing in.
For sure. I think especially the photos, and thank you for highlighting what an incredible artist you are. But the photos really draw people in, right? They're like, oh shit, I should have been at that show.
In this world that we live in right now, it's like, photography is not important until it is.
Right.
And in the world of Instagram, it's like, you obviously you have videos and reels, but photos are, they hold.
Well, in the face of AI too, you see all this computer generated stuff, and it's like, people are actually art. They have art out there.
Yep, exactly.
So I just love that aspect, and I think that's really important to remember, and to really, for people to be tapping into their gifts, because what are we going to do when, robots take over the world? I don't know about you, but I'm gonna have a robot that rolls all my joints for me.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that.
On our first interview, you talked about meeting the great Erykah Badu. So let's tell me a little bit about that. Like sitting down next to an oracle, damn near, right?
Yeah, I mean, so she's one of many that I've met, but she stood out for sure.
Yeah.
And it was 50 years of hip hop that year.
Oh, sweet.
And so I was super stoked to, be granted the opportunity to do some coverage at the XL Energy, and then basically it was kind of set up like in a group situation.
Okay.
But the interview, she took on questions.
Yeah.
And it was just like this.
Yeah,
almost. I'm standing right next to her looking at
Cool.
her, and I was like just mind blown that this was happening.
Yeah.
But I got my answer, so.
Yeah. So what were some of the things she told you that just like really resonated?
Well, the main focus was, 50 years of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked her what that meant to her, and she said that 50 years of hip hop to her means making something out of nothing.
Yeah.
But she was very detailed, and like it was inspiring.
Did you guys smoke together?
No, XL Energy doesn't allow that. So, but I did give her a promo hat, and I hooked her up with some papers. So
that's what's up. Yeah.
So
talk a little bit about Lavish, because I think Lavish are different. It's different. It's a different experience. So tell me what sets you apart.
Yeah. So specifically, Lavish Papers is a wood pulp based paper, meaning that it's not mixed with anything, because a lot of the products on the market are mixed with stuff.
Okay.
Whether it's flaxseed. I guess was one company that actually uses rice in their mixture. Essentially, though, our product is geared to make sure to pull your terp profiles forward and to really highlight the true taste of your cannabis, and that's really important to a lot of growers.
Yep.
A lot of people with I would say like they're more sticklers with their palates.
Sure.
And like. I think that I know when I use my product, I use it every day, that it does help those terps pop like way better. It's like almost like a stage that you're putting it on.
Yeah, you know who else it's important to is patients.
Yes.
Patients need terpenes. They need a specific blend of a terpene profile in order to like give them the feelings that they need to feel or mitigate the symptoms that they're having.
Exactly.
So that's what I really like about Lavish is that the terps come through. Yeah.
And that's based off of 100% wood pulp.
Yeah.
People either just aren't aware and don't do their research, but everyone has a preference. There's brown paper, there's white, there's rice, there's mixtures, there's bamboo.
Yeah.
I found that a wood pulp base 100% just kind of provides a nicer experience.
Okay.
So
I like it. How many SKUs do you have? Do you have any new products coming that you can talk about?
So we're always adding. Our basically our base is going to be 1 1/4 cones, Lavish Royals, which is our king wide line.
Love it.
Those come with tips and without, and then we have our king cones. We're adding filters, tips, booklets.
Nice.
And then we're also going to be dropping a flour mill collab with Flour Mill.
Okay.
Shouts out to Brent Stevens.
Hey.
Appreciate you, man. He's been showing a lot of love to Lavish Papers.
Love it.
Being a great sponsor and supporter of us. So
awesome.
We're going to have a co-branded Flour Mill dropping in about a month.
Okay.
And so that's going to be one of our, brand new SKUs that we're going to be dropping.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And then for the King Cones, we're also doing sponsorship with the Legacy Cup this year.
Okay.
So we're going to have a cool new packaging and just like a different kind of you'll have to see.
I can't wait.
I
can't wait to see it.
And then obviously we try to accommodate local artists. So we also have an art series that's going to be dropping.
Okay.
We've been waiting on it. We're having a lot of different production situations where we've been dealing with customs and tariffs and all this. So we're kind of just waiting for that to come in. And I'm just looking forward to having a wide range of SKUs on the shelf, and they're going to be specialized SKUs, and there's going to be our day-to-day lavish packaging and everything. So
nice.
Super
good work.
stoked.
I feel like everything you do is just off the muscle. Like everywhere I see you, like you're out there, you're at pop-ups, you're throwing events, you're at legacy stuff,
Yep.
you know, filming whatever they have going, their grand opening in
Yep.
Duluth. Like,
Yep.
you know, that was a big deal. And I just want to really applaud you for your hustle.
Oh, appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're just everywhere. And, you know, that's what it takes to make it. You
Yeah.
have to put in good face time with people and establish those relationships and not just establish them, but maintain them. That's the part I'm bad at. I'm like, I can always go out and meet someone and talk to them, but then I'm like, oh shit, I haven't talked to that person in a while, you know.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
matters, you know.
Yeah, you got to keep up a little bit, and
Yeah.
you know, try to make sure that, well, don't try too hard, but just, you know, try to stay relevant and
Yeah.
understand what people need, and understand that not everyone always has time, and you know, it's there's always a fine little you got to find that little balance
Yeah.
to maneuver.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think thank you for what you said too, because I think not trying too hard and just showing up authentically,
Yep.
like that's pretty key
Yep,
too.
yep,
you
goes a
know.
long ways for sure.
Especially stoners, like, you know, once they're like tuned in, tapped in, they can suss out
oh yeah,
a fake
they
pretty
pick
quick.
it up right away. Yeah, for sure.
So, are you excited about the festival?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Cup brought out at least, I think, was it 13 to 15,000 people out last year?
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping that with the right marketing and the right tools, and you know, being able to announce that, hey, there's going to be full-on adult use dispensaries set up,
Yeah.
that's going to probably boost that number up significantly, I'm assuming.
I hope so. Yeah.
You know, each year it's a few thousand more.
Yeah.
A few
Yeah.
thousand more patrons, so it's super dope. Josh has really been doing his thing over there, and you know, making sure everything's running good, and being able to keep up with 3 different stores.
Yeah.
And technically, like 3 different companies,
Exactly.
essentially.
Yeah.
You know, even though it's all under the umbrella.
Yeah.
So
I was just reflecting with another guest about the incredible team that he's put together.
yeah.
And, you know, and I think you being a part of that is really key. So
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got some good people over on the dispensary side. We got Lindsay, Nicole, great, you know, really decent management. We got Isai on the glasswork side,
Yes.
kind of doing events and pushing glass, and then I'm over, you know, obviously I'm in there doing marketing and photography and anything
yeah.
that needs to be addressed. So.
Right. I love it. What's some of the observations that you've made about our industry and what we're doing well, and maybe what we could do a little bit better at?
I would say for the Minnesota industry,
Yeah.
I think what we're doing well is being able to cater to beginners and entry-level folks, because you know, everyone starts somewhere, but
Right.
not everyone's like left feeling comfortable about trying something new or
Right.
learning something new. And you know, I don't know if it's good or bad, but in the stoner community, I do feel like you're kind of like looked down on. Oh, you didn't know that, or like, you know, there's a whole, you know, situation. There's a bunch of situations like that
Yeah.
where I'm like, I'm grateful that Minnesota does provide kind of like entry level products and settings for people to try this plant and
For the
try
novice,
these
yeah.
different variations. Like, I know we were like the #1 state for drinks the last couple years.
Yeah, we have an
Like,
incredible beverage
yeah,
industry.
right. And so like, not everyone's into that. I'm one of those people that's not really into beverages, but I understand it. I see how it's lucrative. I see how people can just pick it up. Like, for example, like my mom, not really digging the cannabis too much.
Yeah.
But you know, I showed her a drink, and you know, she cracked it open and tried it, and it's just
Yeah.
like an easier way to. It's more palatable. You know,
Right.
it's not this big scary joint you have to smoke or you're
Right.
coughing and stuff like that. So I feel like Minnesota industry does well. Is kind of catering to like kind of entry level, you know, this is all new for us type of vibe.
Yeah.
But then also having space for the OGs and like people that really do, like, you know, there's people that just won't even smoke cones. You know,
Yeah.
I see the split community as a paper company where it's like, oh, okay, cone community, rollers, you know, and there's in between too.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's nice to see that.
Which one are you?
I'm a roller.
I know.
I like throwing hash in my rolls. So.
He's got the glass tip.
Glass tip,
yeah,
everything,
it's
yo.
beautiful. It's a
Yo.
beautiful roll, people. Trust me.
That's funny.
So what do we need to do better at?
Oh, I'd say better. So my company has a slogan, well, not a slogan, more of a principle that we live by, and it's called a multicultural movement. And I feel that there needs to be more representation across the board.
Agreed.
With women, people of color, and just, having it be more accessible to folks that can't necessarily afford everything.
Right.
So there's a lot of classism, there's a lot of colorism, there's a lot of, I guess, sexism as well, and that's just that's how the cannabis industry has always been. That's how a lot of industries have always been. But I feel like Minnesota has the power to really be able to be more inclusive.
Agreed. And I hope that they lean into it a little bit more.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, we do. We have an opportunity to really open it up, and it's difficult to break down stigmas.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. How do you think that we should go about that?
I would say, obviously supporting those demographics. Yeah. But also, not just supporting them based off of the demographic, but really supporting somebody because they have a really decent product,
right?
Or they're doing a really good job, or they're really they're pushing things forward.
Yeah.
And so I think that's important. We have to be more inclusive, and that's why I love my brand. I feel like we try to be diverse, inclusive. We try to make sure that we're not kind of pushing anybody out. We want everyone to come in, whether you're a cone smoker or a doobie roller. It's everyone should be able to enjoy the space together.
For sure. Yeah. Awesome. Is there any last words that you want to say about Lavish or BS.Minneapolis, MSP, I mean? Or Legacy?
So I guess basically, Lavish Papers is slowly expanding and growing.
Yeah.
And we're looking to work with credible companies. We are prioritizing mom and pop shops.
Awesome.
And obviously local. And so with that being said, I'm open to work with people that are just popping up.
Sure.
I understand what it's like to start brand new. I understand what it's like to not be tapped in and support it all the way through.
Yeah.
And so I want to be able to, be like, hey, new shop open downtown. Hey, let me come. Here's some papers, cool, but also let me come take some photos. Let's do some promotion. Let's do some marketing so that we can all win.
Yeah, so, I would love to see you doing a rolling class even.
That would be cool. I don't know if I have the right vocabulary here.
Hey, you got it.
I'd have to come up with a seminar or something.
I think you got it.
That'd be cool. If people signed up, I'd do it. So.
Yeah, for sure. Expand your horizons a little bit. Wear one more hat.
Yeah, right. It's funny.
All right. Last but not least, tell my audience where they can find you.
You can find me at Lavish Papers on all social media platforms.
And how many dispensaries are you in? Man.
Well, I think we're consistently in about 25 different dispensaries. Everything's changing.
Okay.
So we're taking some off. We're putting some on. It just kind of depends on who's selling what.
Yeah.
So.
And last but not least, if you can't find him at a dispensary or if you can't get something online, just hit his line and he'll pull up and open up his trunk.
That, or also lavishpapers.com. We have everything available there. We're just making sure we get everything stocked. So.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you again.
Yeah, no, thank
Round
you.
2. We made it.
We made it happen, right?
For sure. I really appreciate your time. I think what you're doing in this industry is amazing. I love being aligned with you. And
thank you.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate your support, and thanks for having me. And
yeah, for sure.
Maybe we'll do another one.
We got to do another one. We have to. We got to do one with smoking next time.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, is a smoking room.
Same. All right, everybody. It's day 1, CannaCon 2026. Peace.